Home Media.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Kansas Missing and Unsolved podcast. I'm your host, Ricky Trebruggi, and tonight again with me, as always, is Derek. How's everything going down in the zone, Derek?
Pretty good. How are you doing, my friend?
Sweltering in the heat.
That's what I hear. That's unfortunate. It's hot here. It's always hot here, but we've been getting rained on solidly for like a week now. It's getting ready to storm pretty bad. We got some wind going. So yeah, it's been kind of on the cooler side, at least for typical, Arizona summer. But my kids actually start school on Monday, man. Can you believe that?
Wow, Monday doesn't start till the 16th of
Yeah,
August.
so we start Monday, dude. So that's sort of where we're at. Like things are shifting right now, and we're getting into that school year zone.
Yeah. Yep. Got some comments going on over there. Hi, Ricky and Derek from Southeast Oklahoma. And Debbie saying hi, guys.
I'm busy sharing the show. For some reason, we're not going out to a lot of people right now. I'm kind of confused.
And then Wade saying hi from the dry heat of Vegas.
That's Wade Vegas right there. That's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah. Now, today, though, was like 97, and it said it felt like 104. And It was hot.
Yeah. You went swimming, though, right?
Do what?
You went swimming, though, right?
Yeah, me and my daughter went swimming for a while. She said, Daddy, I want to spend some time with you. So we went out and got in the pool.
Wow.
That's what she wanted to do. So that's what we did. We went out.
Aren't you like responsible for the swimming pool in your neighborhood?
I lock it and unlock it. That's all I do too. The maintenance guys take care of making sure the chemicals are taken care of and all that good stuff.
Well, how does it become your responsibility to lock the pool? You like the responsibility? You don't mind it?
I don't mind it. I've been doing it for 3 or 4 years. I've lived up here for 10 years, so I've been doing it the last 3 or 4 years.
You get like any perks for that? You get like a parking spot? Or
No.
You just get it for
the only benefit I get out of it is people letting me know when stuff's not being done right out of the pool. When people aren't following rules, or you got people out there that shouldn't be. And Wade says lots of clouds with wind and dry heat, lightning strikes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Over here in the desert, man, he's about 6 hours north of me. Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, they're dealing with much of the same. But yeah, man, it is looking a little spooky outside right now, if I'm honest.
Man. Yeah, like I said, box some of that rain up and send it up here, will you?
Yeah, right, man. You guys need to cool off a little bit.
Definitely.
But yeah, so
let's go. My audio sounding okay tonight? My audio
yeah, you
doing
sound
all right?
Great, man.
Okay, cool. Making sure. All right. Would like to know more on Kenny. So would I, Connie, actually. I haven't heard a word. I would love to hear more on Kenny Rychek, but I have just not heard anything. It's been so quiet. Jesus. Sorry about that. My dog barked and scared the holy living crap out of me.
Are you okay, Rick?
Oh, my Lord have mercy.
Are you all right, man?
I think somebody's knocking on my door.
Oh, no. That is not good, man. Somebody's interrupting the show, man. Hey, by the way, everybody. Oh, I know why we're
mute real fast. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mute. You go ahead and mute. I'm gonna get to some of these comments real quick. Let me get my banner. Sorry, guys. We are just a little out of sorts tonight. I'm getting everything shared on Facebook. Okay, so we go. Oh, you went through some of these comments. Okay. Hello from Carbondale.
Sorry about that.
Greensburg, Kansas.
Greensburg.
My friend's family just reported her missing. Jennifer Braun missing out of Wichita, Kansas. Okay.
I posted a flyer for her earlier this afternoon. I don't see it on our list, but we can sure cover her. It won't be a problem.
Is she not on the?
She was on. I posted her just right before I went swimming. Actually.
Kids were trying to get in the pool area.
Oh God.
I don't live here.
Okay.
Speaking of the pool, man. See,
that's what I'm talking about. They let me know and stuff like that. Nothing I can do about it right now.
They were chased off though.
Oh, that's good.
See, we're solving crimes already. We've already solved the great Salina pool bandits crime of July of 2021. We chased them off.
Yeah.
Chased off. I love
Yeah.
it. We got I got some comments coming in. Minnesota in the house. Hello,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Hey, Minnesota. Thank you for being here.
Abby Anderson. All right. All right. We
Let
got some people in
me
the house
real
finally.
fast shoot you. Let me shoot you
Please don't shoot me.
that flyer for Jennifer Braun.
Jennifer Braun. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed it, but I missed it. So we'll get that one going.
Okay, you got. I just sent it to you. You got it.
Okay, awesome. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Share if you care. That's our slogan here on Kansas Missing and Unsolved. Actually, KMU Pod is what we generally go by. If this show looks like something that something your friends would be into, what's going to basically happen here if you're new is we're going to show several flyers of people that are missing or maybe some crimes that have not been solved yet and are unsolved. We're going to go over several things, predominantly in the Kansas area, but as you'll find out tonight that we're not only strictly to Kansas. It's just that's where we're from, and so that's where we cover. But if you have any cases you want us to cover, definitely let us know. But you're watching the Kansas Missing and Unsolved podcast. We're going to cover some cases here in just a minute, and we'll be right back after this.
If you or someone you know is a victim of human trafficking, call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888.
All right, let's start out with Alexandra Homer here. She is missing from Parsons, Kansas since May 14th of 2021. She was 16 when she went missing. She's now 17. She is 5'7" to 5'8", weighs between 140 and 150. She has brown hair and brown eyes. It is believed that she may be in the McCune or Pittsburgh, Kansas area. If you have any information regarding Alexandra's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Parsons, Kansas Police Department at 620-421-7060 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. And see if we can't help get some information generated as to where she's at and get her found and back to where she needs to be.
Right.
And Tracy, you're very welcome. And yeah, I agree. It is a very important part of missing persons cases is getting those faces out there and those names out there so they can help be found. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Mallory, for sharing it to your Facebook. And Chastity, Alexander Perez missing from Ulysses. Hopefully you guys do find out what happened. And we definitely know he's got a lot of people to love him because they've, repeatedly shown up on, in the comments on the show week after week to watch the show, and we cover his flyer every week, and this week will be no different. So,
right,
we'll definitely do that.
Right, for sure. Okay. Now we'll go ahead. What's this say?
Please continue to share Sasha Brooks. I can't talk tonight. Kuzminski missing from Newton, Kansas since December. Yep. And we can definitely do her again too. I can't remember if we did her last week or not, but we can definitely do her again. That's not a problem.
Right. Go ahead and tell us about Caitlin Chenault.
All right. She's a new one that I just added to the page today. She is missing from Wichita, Kansas since January 23rd of 2021. So she's been missing a good 7 months. She's 17 years old. She's 5'2", weighs 160 pounds. She has blonde or strawberry hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Caitlin's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011. Or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get her found and back to where she needs to be. Like I said, she's been missing good 7 months now. And, we need to get her found and get her back to where she needs to be.
Right.
Definitely.
Shared to my Facebook. Awesome.
Awesome.
Let's talk about Christopher Stock. How do you say that?
Stockwell, I would imagine.
Okay.
He's one that I've actually done a flyer for before. He was located and he's missing again since July 22nd, 2021. He's 15 years old. He is 5'4", weighs between 120 and 130 pounds. He has dark brown hair and brown eyes. you have any information regarding his disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the El Dorado, Kansas Police Department at 316-321-9120 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can help get him located and back to where he needs to be there in El Dorado.
Right.
Has a very long face. He looks very sad in those photos, I have to admit.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Yeah. Definitely.
15, man.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. You got any comments? No comments. Tell us about Dwayne Brunson.
All right. I was actually contacted by a family member of his, and they asked if I would help get the word out regarding his murder. Dwayne Brunson of Great Bend was at the Deuces Bar at 3105 North Arkansas in Wichita on a Saturday night into early Sunday morning, March 18th of 2018, with some friends when some kind of an altercation took place. Police don't know what started the altercation, but they do think that Dwayne was involved in some form. At some point, someone inside the club shot a gun multiple times. The bar had been occupied by 30 to 40 people, but when officers arrived, there were less than a handful of people there. Police are getting very limited cooperation with the individuals that they've talked to, so they really don't have a lot of information at this point. There were no other injuries reported. It's not known if Dwayne was the target of the shooting or not. Dwayne left behind his two young sons, his wife Mallory, his aunt Carmelin Richards, his grandmother Maddie Richards, and his parents Tony Frederick and Dexter Brunson of Queens, New York. If you have any information regarding Dwayne's death, please call Crime Stoppers of Wichita, Sedgwick County at 316-267-2111, or you can submit a tip online by going to wichita-sedgwick-county-crimestoppers.com. And remember, with Crime Stoppers, you can remain anonymous. So please, call those tips in and help them find who's responsible for Dwayne's death. So I know his family has been waiting for 3 years for answers, and it's just been really rough for them.
Right. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Who do you talk to from that area, from that case? Like, are you talking to the family or?
I actually talked to his widow.
Okay.
That's who I talked to. She reached out to me and asked me if I could help spread the word because they're really, really wanting answers. So, I mean, it's just, she was telling me it's been really difficult to explain to their sons about, the police still hasn't caught, as she put it, the bad guy. So hopefully we can help get some information generated, hopefully.
Yeah, man. I hate that whenever there's just some dirtbag or dirtbags out there on the loose just taking people's loved ones away. It's like,
yeah, it's definitely a bad deal.
Yeah. And what year was this? I'm sorry, I'm loading up the newest flyer for
March 18th. It was March 18th, 2018. So
okay,
about
so
3 years
still
ago.
kind of fresh.
A little over 3 years ago.
Still kind of fresh. Well, yeah, if anybody has any leads on this, if you've heard anything, if you've seen anything on social media, if anybody's saying anything sketchy,
like
screenshots
I said,
are our friend.
So there was 30 to 40 people in the bar when it happened, and when police got there was only a handful. So I mean, it emptied out fast.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of witnesses. It's just a matter of one stepping up and doing the right thing and calling it in.
Fort Scott, Kansas in the house.
Yeah. Yep, you're very welcome, Lisa.
For sure. That's sad, man. So he's from Great Bend, and he just got murdered in Wichita.
Yeah, he went to school, and I believe he went to school in I think he went to WSU in Wichita. I do believe he was a pretty good basketball player.
Really? Jeez. I don't know what's wrong with this world. Tell us about Eli Hopkins Mitchell.
Yeah, he's a repeater too. We've had him on the show in the past before. Missing from Meriden, Kansas since July 16th of 2021. He is 16 years old, 5'11", weighs 235 pounds. He has blonde or strawberry hair and blue eyes. If you have any information regarding Eli's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Jefferson County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 785-863-2765 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get him found and back to where he needs to be again.
Right.
Yep. I was actually sent me pictures, but I couldn't get them saved. It wouldn't let me save them out of Facebook Messenger, so I don't know what the deal was.
Watching from Salina in your neck of the woods, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
Vista
Hey, Mary.
Lydia says someone knows something. Sad they are carrying that on their shoulders. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Mitchell, South Dakota.
Cool.
My friend lives in Sioux Falls. I think that's South Dakota. One of the
Sioux Falls,
Dakotas.
South Dakota, yeah. That's south.
Linda Dillard missing from Table Rock, Nebraska. Okay.
Yeah. We've covered her a couple times.
Covered her?
Yep, we've covered her a couple times. I was told there was supposed to have been some kind of a press conference regarding her, but I have not seen anything.
Oh, we got Andy here who's given us trading advice. You've changed my life.
You're seeing that too, huh?
Financially stable. How about I just do this real quick? Watch it. Oh, I'm not going to show that. Hold on. I want to show that. You click the 3 buttons, Ricky.
Do I know?
See his comment? Andy's comment?
Oh, I see what
Click the 3 buttons, and you make the call what you want to do with that.
It's out.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what you have the power in your hands, Ricky. We'll see you later, sir. You can sell your goods somewhere else.
I have had to delete comments on some of the people that, okay, like I've had females comment on flyers and somebody will come in behind them and reply to their comment, basically trying to hit on them and hook up with them.
They're turning the flyer section into a dating site.
Yeah. And so I've had to delete those comments and I don't know. I block them. I think I finally got them blocked. I hope.
Susie Forth, and
hey,
awesome. I've known her for a couple years. She's watched a lot of live streams I've been a part of. She is an awesome supporter of live streams. So shout out to her. She says hi to Ricky too. Park City, Kansas.
Hello. This one stood out to me. One of our AWOL kiddos turned himself in. Which AWOL kid was that, Stacy?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if that's somebody we've
private
got.
Message to Ricky. We'd love to know that. We'd love to make a located safe. Leroy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Mallory just qualified. He was from Queens, New York, played at Barton County. This is Dwayne Brunson. Okay. Then Fort Hays State. He was in Wichita that day to see friends for the NCAA tourney. And okay. And you're very welcome, Mallory. We hope it helps get some information generated for you. I know you and I were talking about it the other day, and I really hope we can, get to a point where you can tell your sons they caught the bad guy.
Yeah. And if you ever want to talk on the show, let us know. We got a microphone for you.
Oh, yeah.
Junction City.
Yep. There's Denise. Watching from Lawrence. Thank you, Denise. Watching from Lawrence. You two do a great job. Thanks so much for getting this information out there. You're very welcome.
For sure.
And I'm still working on Nelia's flyer, so I'll get that done as soon as so we conclude the show tonight. So I will get it done.
Andrea in the house. Tina Jones Carver. I'm pretty sure she is from my neck of the woods, Elkhart. How you doing, Tina? No, she's not. Maybe she is. I don't know. She looks kind of like somebody isn't from my hometown. Whoever you are, you're thank you for being here, and you're awesome. You're awesome. Definitely. You do have a similar name to somebody from my hometown that I know.
You're very
Thank you
welcome,
for
Diane.
showing up, Diane. Thank you for being here.
And Tina says, yes, Elkhart.
She's like, she's related to you, dummy. Watching from Rose Hill. That's where my wife's mom is from, Rose Hill. That is where she's from. Misty Nichols. Hey, what's up?
Yep. Hey, Misty.
Thanks for hanging out, Shonda.
You're very welcome, Shonda.
And shout out to all the YouTube viewers tonight. Let me see how many we got. We got 4 YouTubers tonight. Hey, if you're on YouTube, drop a comment. We'd love to see who you are. And please, one of you be Shady Booty. Lincolnville, Kansas. Wow.
Here goes my dog again.
There goes the dog again. Hey, they're a part of the show, man. It's fine. All right. So we got Lincolnville, Kansas in the house. All right. We're going to talk about Ethan Sterling now here on the show. And this is a live show, so you might hear a little bit of somebody's trying to get into Ricky's pool again. That's the Wet Bandits. We're gonna track them down. Well, go ahead, Ricky.
Hang on, just a second.
I let me actually pull this and I'll read this. Ricky can just take a second. I got it right here. Let me get this one in here. Okay, this is gonna be Ethan Sterling from Oswego, Kansas, missing since July 23rd, 2021. He's 16 years of age. He is 5'10", weighs 150 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Ethan Sterling is missing, an endangered runaway who went missing from Oswego, Kansas on July 23rd, 2021. It is believed that Ethan may still be in the local Oswego area and may be in the Concordia, Kansas area. Ethan is 16 years old. He is 5'10" inches tall and weighs 150 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Ethan's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Oswego, Kansas Police Department at 620-795-2131 or KBI at Kansas Bureau Investigation at 785-296-4017. So if you know anything about Ethan Sterling, 16-year-old dude from Oswego, we're looking for him. So are his family members and stuff. He is on our list tonight. So.
Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, folks. I had some literally a very interesting individual knock on the door. We encountered him earlier this afternoon when we got back from running around, and I don't know if he's tweaking or what.
You're saying there might be a little bit of drugs involved. Okay. Yeah. She just lives in Rose Hill. Okay. Misty Nichols just got home. Let me see. Thank you for all you do. Topeka, Kansas in the house. Sin City, Nevada in the house. She's tagging somebody. Hey, a friend of mine lived here for a while, then moved to Kentucky to be a family. And less than 6 months, her daughter is missing. Go to the Kansas Missing and Unsolved Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Send a private message. Hey, Ricky, you gonna do me a favor for Ulysses, Kansas tonight?
Yeah,
definitely. Tell my friends about Alexander Perez.
Let's do it. Alexander Perez is missing from Ulysses, Kansas since December 1st of 2020. He is 35 years old. He's 5'11", weighs 235. He has black hair that he shaves bald and brown eyes. Alexander went missing. Of course, we established that from Ulysses on December 1st, 2020. He last contacted a family member via telephone on December 1st, advised he'd be coming to their home to do some laundry. Alexander never arrived at the family member's home, and he has not been heard from or seen by family since that time. He had been staying with family and friends prior to his disappearance. It's believed he may still be in the local Ulysses area, or he may be in Garden City or surrounding area. At least that's what was initially believed. There has been some information going around suggesting some nefarious things, but we won't get into that.
No, all I say about this case is I've been talking to Alexander Perez's loved ones on the phone, and if anybody out there is responsible for Alexander not being around, they got you in their sights, and they aren't stopping. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Right.
If somebody out there did something to Alexander, then you mess with the wrong group of people. I mean, and I'm not talking about like retaliation. I'm just saying they are not going to stop until answers are found. You know, Alexander is loved by a lot of people, and a lot of people are gonna not stop talking about it until we find out where
Right.
he is.
Mm-hmm. And again,
So,
he's 35, 5'11", 235, black hair that he shaves off and brown eyes. He has a tattoo of a bumblebee on his face underneath his left eye. You can see it in a couple of pictures there. Also has Perez tattooed on one of his arms, and he also has that tattoo along the collarbone there. If you have any information regarding Alexander's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Grant County Sheriff's Office at 620-356-3500 or the Ulysses, Kansas Police Department 620-356-4600 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get some answers going on as to what happened to Alex, where he's at, and get him home, so his family has what they need.
yeah, just we talk about a lot of missing people on this show. That boy's family, man, they're the most upset I've ever seen. Like, they're not going to stop talking about this. We're not going to stop talking about this. But yeah, like, this is Alexander is loved by a lot of people, I've learned. Just anytime you mention Ulysses, and so any of my friends, they all know the case. They all know that, they all know there's a lot of rumors going around and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, it's between, the authorities and everybody involved and everything. But I just want it to be known that it's not going to stop until answers are found. Like, there's too many people who want to know where Alexander is. And that's just, to me, I think we can all find peace in that, knowing that there's enough of us together that care enough to keep talking about this person, until we find some answers.
Yeah. And it's obvious a lot of people love him. I mean, so many of them show up week after week, show after show, and we talk about his case every show for him, and we're trying to help him as best we can.
Right.
So,
right.
Yep. And Mondi is asking, has any of his belongings or car been found? Not that I have heard about. I mean, Derek, you've had more contact with family than I have. Have you heard anything along those lines, whether anything of his has been found anywhere?
I don't think so. And honestly, only thing the family has really heard is just talk, and I'm not going to get into what that talk was, but at the end of the day, like I said, I just keep going back to it, but they're just not going to stop asking questions until everybody knows what's going on. So,
Yeah.
Either that's going to keep happening until some answers are found, or Alexander's going to come home someday. But either way, we're not stopping until he either comes home or we find out some answers why he hasn't been seen since December.
And you're very welcome, Anna. And we will keep, covering him every show until he is. And until we find out what happened to him. We're not going to stop. Kind of made it our mission here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh. If somebody always knows something, please say something. Call Crime Stoppers. You don't have to give your name. If you're watching and listed as missing, say something. Even here, and Ricky and Derek, they will talk to you and help you get somewhere safe. Families are hurting because of missing loved ones and unsolved homicides. They need answers. Thank you, Roxanne. Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. And then when you put up their prayers for him and his family, definitely, Mondi.
Unsolved case. Our family is Tracy Lawrence Chung. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, we have seen this one at least 4 times since we've been doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
We found Jeremy in the past and he's ran again, or have we not found it? Because I remember seeing his face several times.
Yeah, he had been found and ran again,
Okay.
And he's missing from Oswego, Kansas since June 26, 2021. He was 15 when he went missing. He's now 16. He's 5'5", 185, dark brown hair, brown eyes. He may be using the alias Jeremy Shumway. I just got that information here recently. And I hate to say this, but I kind of chuckled on that Shumway thing because if you're a fan of the show Alf,
mm-hmm.
Of course, they called Alf alien life form, but his Melmacian name from planet Melmac was Gordon Shumway. So, so when I saw the Jeremy Shumway, I thought, I wonder if he's an Alf fan.
Right.
But anyways, believe that he may still be in the North Topeka area, and I'm learning more and more all the time about North Topeka that it's apparently not a very good part of Topeka, and I'll leave it at that. And again, at the time of his disappearance, he was 15. He's now 16. He's 5'5", weighs 185, has dark brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Jeremy's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Oswego, Kansas Police Department at 620-795-2131 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get him found and back home to where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's safe wherever he's at. I don't know why he continues to run, and I did notice on this flyer when I posted, his sister actually commented, which we've done a flyer for her in the past, but she commented and said he's more like 150 pounds, so he's between 150 and 185. Okay. Sorry about that.
North Topeka is rough, says Tina.
Yeah.
We're related, apparently. No, I'm just kidding. I kind of thought it was her, but you never know. You never know. A lot of people watch this show. Prayers for him and his family. Thank you, Susie. Yep. We agree. Kasha is giving up some prayer signs. We agree. Let me see. So sad these kids think it's best to run away. Reach out to another family member if home is not safe, or a teacher. Definitely. Or anybody you trust, anybody that's like older that you trust. And again, make sure you trust the right people. Not, if it's like, well, there's this older person I know that lets me do drugs, like that's not something you should trust. I'm talking like a teacher, somebody who has your best interests somebody who's going to be disappointed, it's like somebody who really wants to see you succeed. Like everybody has somebody. It could be a friend's mom, it could be a friend's dad. So everybody has somebody that, well, hopefully everybody has somebody they can reach out to and say, hey, I need help.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
The one I had up here, he's young, may not even know who Alpha is. I may have dated myself. Yeah, and I'll admit it, I have the complete series on DVD. And Angel, hi guys, prayers.
Hey, Angel.
Riley, how are you doing? How are you doing, Riley? We are going to actually have your flyer up on the show here before long. Actually, you're on the list tonight. So thank you for dropping by. Greatly appreciated.
Well, Riley, I mean, I don't know how to handle that. No, we've had somebody.
Yeah, we had that one young man turn himself in live on the show the one night. You're about a month ago.
You're right, Riley. I know nothing about what it's like to walk in your shoes. I know nothing what that's like. Let me see something real quick because I didn't expect this to. As soon as I saw her name, though, I was like, she's on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
There we go.
Oh, let's see. Oh, so 16. Okay, let me see. So yeah, I don't know what it's like. Oh, what do you say? Yeah, Riley, I don't know what it's like
we will have her on here, Miranda. We will.
To be you. Not everybody has family. You're right. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, what it's like to be you. But right now, people are worried about you. And I'm glad that somebody's commenting from your page. So she says she's not in danger at all. Well, I'm just going to take her flyer off because we're talking to her, okay? And we'll she's not in danger. Okay. Well, contact Ricky on the page. We'll be on for a little bit longer. Send a message to Kansas Missing and Unsolved. Ricky will talk to you. This is, we're glad you're okay though, and we're glad you're okay. Let's talk about George Hernandez Jr., Ricky.
Okay. He is missing from Lawrence, Kansas since July 22nd of 2021. He's 15 years old, 5'9", 140 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding George's disappearance, or it might even be Jorge, I'm not sure. or you know his whereabouts, please call the Lawrence, Kansas Police Department at 785-832-7509 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get him found and back to where he needs to be. And Riley says, it's me, I promise. Well, trust that it is you, Riley, and you.
We'll just tell you this, Riley. Be safe, and your life may not be great right now. You're 16. It's a confusing time, and it sounds like you don't really like where you're at, but just be careful, please. There's a lot of really not cool people out there. And I know you said you don't have any family. If you know anybody from your life that's that you think would be a responsible adult, somebody you could trust, we just asked it if you could reach out to them and let them know you're safe. I mean, granted, like you're telling us you're safe on the chat, but I believe it's you, but there's a chance it's not you. Maybe call somebody an adult that and just tell them that you're safe, and at least that way we can know it's official. And but yeah, just be safe. That's all we're saying to you. We're not, just be safe. You got to be careful out there.
Yeah, I mean, all it's going to take is just accidentally trusting one wrong person, and you could wind up in a situation you don't want to be in. And I've seen that happen to other kids, and you don't want it to happen to you. And I don't want to see it happen to you either.
And Riley, you don't have to prove who you are. I believe it's you. I'm just saying, be careful, and please reach out to somebody that's an adult and just let them know you're okay. That's all we can really say. And as far as I have a friend who spells his name like this, Ricky, and he went by George and Jorge.
Okay.
So it's probably, I don't know. Like, I think what that happens is maybe it's one of those names that people either pronounce it Jorge or George. So I'm sure most people are just like, call me whichever one. But yeah, I would either say Jorge or George too. But yeah, if anybody's seen George or Jorge Hernandez Jr., please.
Definitely. All right. Kyle Long. I don't know who Kyle Long is.
I don't know either.
And I don't see that name in.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
Who are you wanting to contact you, Riley?
I don't know.
Angel says, please, Riley, be careful. Definitely be careful. Because like I said, all it's going to take is to accidentally trust one wrong person. And
she said she's let everyone know she's safe. Okay, well, typically when that happens, they reach out to Ricky and we pull the flyers. We won't share your flyers since you're talking right now. People can obviously see who you are.
Oh, Riley, the only way your flyer can be taken down is when you're back to where you're supposed to be. I just can't take it down to take it down. You have to be found and located. The police have to verify you're okay, which means they either have to see you or you have to go to the police department and see them. And then they can clear your case. I can't just take it down to take it down. I'm sorry to have to
show
say
it
that
on the air tonight because you're talking to us, but we leave them up until the people who had Ricky make it lets us know that you're safe, And again, and honestly, I'll just leave it at that, and I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're typing, and just be careful. And if you could, let somebody know you're safe and where you're at, that would be great. But again, just be safe is our main concern with you, and just be safe. Tell us about Kayla Titus. Now we've been talking 2 weeks now. It's been she's been gone before, right?
Yeah, she has, and she was found and gone again. I've been in contact with a family member who keeps updating me on the situation. And Kayla's missing from Hutchinson, Kansas, July 10th, 2021. She's 15. She is 5'5", 140, brown hair and brown eyes. And it's believed that she is either still in Hutch or she is in Wichita. And probably with an adult male, not for sure on that one, but possibly. If you have any information regarding Kayla's disappearance, and a little quick note here, her brown hair was last known to be dyed red. Or you know where she might be, please call the Hutchinson, Kansas Police Department at 620-694-2816 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get her found back to where she needs to be. And Riley's saying she contacted the KBI and the police officer was supposed to call me, but they never did. Well, call them back or go to the police department and visit with them there. You can go there too. So, but I'll tell you, Riley, I've been doing this for almost 9 years, and I made your flyer. I'll tell you straight up, I'm the one that made it. I was contacted to make it. I made it. So, just so you know, it's me. But yeah, I do this because I care about people. I care about missing people. I want to see them found and back home safe where they need to be, and taking care of things and getting things done. Get their life straightened out. You're 16. The kid that turned himself in on the show that night, he gave us play-by-play, letting us know that he called the police. The police were there. They picked him up. I was able to verify it. And we got his flyer down as soon as that happened. But Riley, we just want to see you back to where you need to be and taking care of business the way it needs to be taken care of. And Trisha, I agree with you. Praying for Riley, I will definitely put her on my prayer list tonight for sure. I'm not getting kicked off, but I'm not saying what? I don't know what that means, Mary, but okay. And Brandy brought up a good point. Riley, did you give him your location?
Well, don't say your location on this podcast.
Yeah,
we don't
say it there.
Riley, write this number down. It's the Wichita Police Department. Call them, let them know you're okay. Maybe they can send somebody by to make sure you're okay. Do a welfare check, and then
and if you don't get
you're okay.
If you don't get anybody on that one, you can do 316-263-6011, and you can get through that way too. We just wanted to help you. That's all we're wanting to do, Riley, is just help
be safe. Careful. A lot of really crappy people out there, Riley. Turns out. So just be careful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's what Mary's saying. It says you're posting comments, but they're not all showing up on her feed. Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, it's because some of them are from YouTube. Some of them are from my personal page.
That's right. That's okay. Yeah, the YouTube comments you probably won't see, Mary, because we see them all.
We're broadcasting to multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley, just call that number. Let them know you're okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up for a little bit, man, just in case she's still watching. Let's talk about Lucia Hernandez.
Okay. I gotta find it. There she is. She's missing from Russell County, Kansas since July 6th of 2021. She's 15, 5'1" to 5'2", weighs 150 to 155, black hair, brown eyes. She was last known to be attending a church camp when she went missing. If you have any information regarding, I wonder if it's Lucia or Lucia, her disappearance, her whereabouts, please call the Russell County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 785-483-2151 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help find her and get her back to where she needs to be. And it's a little concerning because I haven't seen Riley comment in quite a while, but she did say she was going live too, so
yeah. I'm just gonna leave that up there for a little bit, just in case she does come back. She said that she had tried to call KBI. If she just calls that number directly, they should be able to come at least talk to her, see if she's all right. Tell us about Marjorie Tucker. I just read that wrong.
That one's one I just recently updated. Let me see here. I gotta find it. Been missing since March 12th of 1993. She was 65 when she went missing. She would now be 94. She's 5 foot tall, 90 pounds, gray or partially gray hair and brown eyes. She was last seen in Topeka. If you have any information regarding Marjorie's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Topeka, Kansas Police Department at 785-368-9415 or 785-368-9247 or 785-368-9551 or you can call the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get some information generated on Marjorie and where she may be or what may have happened to her.
Wow.
Hopefully she's still doing all right.
Right.
Let's see here. I got somebody asking about Guy Collins.
Guy Collins.
We've covered him before. He's still listed as missing. So he's still missing, unfortunately. We covered him a couple weeks ago or so.
Did we want to pull him?
Hmm?
Did you need me to pull it?
If you want to pull the flyer, you can pull it.
Guy Collins?
Yeah, Guy Collins.
Okay, let me see if I can find it real quick. I did pull Dietrich as well.
Okay. And did you
Somebody
get
had commented.
Did you get Jennifer Bronze that I sent you to?
I did get that one too. Let me actually
good.
upload that real quick.
Yeah, because I do want to cover her too here in a little bit, but we can go and do Guy Collins real quick here.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get Jennifer Braun on here. There we go.
Yeah.
So you want to do Guy Collins first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Guy real quick,
Okay.
and then
Do Guy.
he went missing from Douglas County, Kansas on July 6th of 2021. He is 47, 6'5", 265, brown hair, hazel eyes. He was released from the Douglas County Correctional Facility on July 6th around 10 p.m. He was last seen on foot around 11 p.m. on East 23rd Street near O'Connell Road. He is still considered missing. He has not made contact with anyone since that night. Again, he's 47, 6'5", 265, brown hair and hazel eyes. He was last seen wearing a black shirt with bleach stains and blue jeans, which I believe is a photo on the far right there. If you have any information regarding Guy's disappearance, or you know of his whereabouts, or you've seen him, please call Douglas County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 785-841-0007 or the non-emergency dispatch at 785-843-0250 or KBI at 785-296-4017. And see if we can help get him found.
All right.
Yep. And hopefully he will be found soon, hopefully. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Jennifer Braun. Because I know there's some folks waiting on her to be covered, so let's go ahead and cover her.
Get that one on here. Go ahead.
Okay, Jennifer's missing from Wichita, Kansas since July 20. Well, actually, since July 8th was the last time anybody's heard or seen from her. 2021. She's 41. She's 5'6", 200 pounds, brown hair, green eyes. As I mentioned, she's not been heard or has not been seen or heard from for 3 weeks, and her family is very concerned for her safety and well-being. Her phone is either not connected or going straight to voicemail. Mm-hmm. She's not been online. Nobody's heard anything since July 8th from her. Again, she's 41. She's 5'6", weighs 200 pounds. She has brown hair and green eyes. The big concern with Jennifer is she was trying to break it off with a boyfriend, and apparently it wasn't going well. So there's some concern there for that. Apparently he does own a gun or had obtained a gun recently from what I was reading. So doesn't sound like a very good situation. I hope Jennifer's safe wherever she's at. If anybody has any information regarding her disappearance or you know where she might be, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-263-6011 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get her found and back to a safe place. I know she's got a lot of people worried about her and want to know where she's at and make sure she's all right. And
yeah, that's sketchy, man.
And Miranda right here, she's in an abusive relationship. We think you hurt her. And last we spoke, she was trying to get away from him.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that would be Jennifer's daughter.
That's Jennifer's daughter?
Yeah, Miranda is, yes.
Miranda, stay away from whoever that is. You be safe.
She's actually in Minnesota, where she's at. So.
Yeah, that's scary, Miranda.
Yeah, she's not even in Kansas, so. But hopefully, like I said, wherever Jennifer's at, hopefully she's fine
Yeah.
and safe. Maybe she's just in hiding somewhere, hopefully. But let's hope she is.
I wish there was like a number women could call where there would be like safe people, like say like a girl's trying to leave an abusive relationship. There should be a number that she can call. It's just like, hey, can you send like 4 bikers over here just to escort me away from this place? I mean, it's like people that are in abusive relationships, they don't really have like they can call the police, but I mean, how many times have the police been called to people multiple times before finally there's a fatality when it comes to domestic violence? You know, it's like I don't know. I just wish that women could have like a safe number they can call that wasn't the police. You know what I mean? I don't know, just something they could just, hey, come help. You know, like somebody's. You know, I don't know. It just makes me feel terrible.
And did you still have Sasha Brooks's flyer handy?
Sasha Brooks. Let me see.
Yeah, the one that's been missing from Newton.
Did we cover her on a previous show?
Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we've covered her before.
Okay, I got it. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Hopefully she is.
I know
safe.
we still have a few others that were actually on the list for tonight, but I wanted to cover some of these also. So
I'm telling you, the support you send. Maybe I'm old school. You send about 6 or 7 Hell's Angels over to somebody's house and say, "Hey, we're going to help her move out." I doubt little Mr. Abusive is going to cause a stink. You know, it's just like I wish women had like just that number to call. The big concern is that her boyfriend's in a gang. He does hard drugs. So, oh my gosh.
mercy. And it is very concerning.
Here's Sasha Brooks.
Okay. And Sasha Brooks is missing from Newton, Kansas since December 16th of 2020. She's 36 years old. She's 5'5", 165 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. She also, I'm not sure if Brooks is the maiden name and Kosminski is the married name, or if it's the other way around. I'm not real sure. If you have any information regarding Sasha's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Newton, Kansas Police Department at 316-284-6030 or the Harvey County, Kansas Communications Center at 316-283-4190 or KBI at 785-296-4017. See if we can't help get her found back to where she needs to be.
Right.
And hopefully, continuing to cover her case and getting her name and face out there will help generate some information.
Most bikers would volunteer to help a lady. I think so. You tell them, hey, this girl's having trouble with this guy, and okay, well, we'll go over there and make sure she can get all of her stuff out. If we need to do an attitude adjustment, we can do that. I mean, just seriously, at the end of the day, these guys that are in these abusive relationships, they're big and tough when it's them versus a woman. But you bring somebody else over there, they're not so tough. He's very dangerous. But thanks you guys for covering her and helping my family.
You're very welcome,
he's
Miranda.
dangerous, but what's he gonna do, Miranda? Hurt all of us? Like seriously, like we're gonna talk about her. We're gonna talk about her until we find her. I'm not worried about that guy. Let's see. There is a way that if a woman puts a black dot on her hand and can show it while doing a video chat, that alerts they are in any danger. And also, if they make 4 fingers and fold it down, means they're good. I'm glad this stuff already exists, where there's like signals that says, "Hey, I am in danger. This person is crazy." If ladies need help leaving a situation around Leavenworth, Kansas, welcome to contact my family. There we go, right there. This is where it starts. Dennis Rubble will help you get in and out where you need to be. Rachel Pratt. I would love to cover Rachel Pratt right now. We're gonna do that.
Okay.
Some Garden City case right there. My old stomping grounds.
Let me grab her flyer.
We don't have a Rachel Pratt flyer?
You should have. I know we've covered her before.
Maybe not. Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong place. Let me see.
Oh, wow.
If not, I'm going to have to look for it.
I'm going to have to dig deep for mine, too. Was this not in my immediate computer?
No,
here,
I
but-
don't have it. I'll find it though.
No, you don't. Oh my goodness.
No, I don't have it. I'm sure I can find it just by typing in Rachel Pratt.
Yeah, type in Rachel Pratt missing, and it should pop up the KMU Twitter one, if anything.
Let me see. I'll find it. Here it is. I got it. I'll send it to you right now, Ricky.
Okay. Actually, I just
You
found
found
it. I just
Okay.
found it.
Okay, let me make this up real quick. I'd love to cover Rachel Pratt. That would be so awesome. Okay, I just gotta make it up real quick.
See, there it
Doing it on the
is.
fly. We're doing it live, Ricky.
Right.
We're doing it live.
Gotta love doing it live. I don't mind doing it live.
No, this is fun. This is fun doing.
We've tried doing the pre-records before, and it's just not the same. They don't
No.
have, there's not the interaction or anything.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. The only difference between the flyer and her age now, she would be 42 instead of 40. But other than that, I think everything's
Okay, I have one that says 39, so I'll just go past the age where I cut it off.
Yeah, because she'd be 42 now.
Okay, let me save this. I'm gonna get this on the screen. Thank you for bringing up Rachel Pratt. That is one that has always bugged me. I have talked to retired police officers. I'm not gonna say any names from the Garden City area, and there's a lot of people that like anytime there's like something like that, there's always like conspiracy theories, like like oh they don't want us, but no, I've talked to several retired police officers from Garden City. Every detective, every cop retired on duty would love to solve that case. It's just 1995 is a long time ago and nobody's talking, but that's one that's definitely worth covering. Let me go ahead and get it on the screen and we can start now.
Okay.
Let me see. Where is that at? Oh no, it's in the wrong folder. Okay, there we go. Doing it live. All right. Tell us about Rachel Pratt.
All right. I'm not seeing her on the screen yet.
I'm still loading it. There we go.
Okay. Rachel Pratt missing from Garden City, Kansas since January 16th, 1995. She was 15 when she went missing. She would now be 42. She is 5'7", 125 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. Rachel was last seen watching a movie inside her family's residence in Garden City at approximately 1 a.m. on January 16th, 1995. She disappeared under suspicious circumstances and has never been heard from again. Rachel left all of her clothing and personal belongings at her home except for her coat. 5 days after her disappearance, some girls claim to have seen her talking on a payphone with her 18-year-old boyfriend. They say she left the phone with her boyfriend after asking the girls for a ride, then went into Dylan's grocery store. The sighting has not been confirmed, and her boyfriend denies having been with her after she vanished. Rachel was supposed to be a witness against her boyfriend, who was being prosecuted for unlawful sexual relations with her. Because Rachel disappeared before she could testify, the charges were dropped. They started dating when Rachel was 14, when she was a freshman, and her boyfriend was a senior. He was her first boyfriend. Rachel's mother found out that she was pregnant after Rachel was arrested for attempting to shoplift a home pregnancy test from Walmart. She gave her statement to the police at that time. There is no evidence to indicate that Rachel has given birth. There is also no record of her ever receiving a driver's license, a copy of her birth certificate, or social security card. She may have remained in the Garden City area after her disappearance. There have been no sightings of her in many years, but authorities remain hopeful that she's still alive. Rachel has 7 siblings. Her mother still lives at the same address and has kept the same phone number. If you have any information regarding Rachel's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Garden City Police Department at 620-276-1300 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't help get her found, because it's been since 1995.
Right.
That's a long time. I mean, you're talking 26 years. That is a long time.
They're talking about they have a group of bikers that take kids that have been abused to court and stay with them through it all. Good. I've heard about that. Oh, it's so awesome.
So they're just walking by someone, knock into them, or grab them to make them turn.
That's Paco. They are amazing people. You're welcome, Brandy Becker. We rode with Baca. It was an amazing bike ride to raise money for the group. I met Baca when they traveled through our town. Thanks for covering that. Yeah.
You're welcome. That's so heartbreaking. I can't even imagine how bad this. I couldn't imagine it either. I mean, 26 years with no answers. I mean, whew. That's an amazing long time.
It's one of the biggest questions in Garden City as far as when you're talking about this kind of stuff. Like, because Garden City is not that big, where'd you go? And she's not the only missing person from Garden City. There's several, but for some reason, you 15-year-old girl disappears. It's like, I don't know. It's just sad. And you look at this flyer was made when she was 39, so the age progression on the far right, she would even be older now then, and I know people. I'm really close friends with Rachel's, some of Rachel's good friends that she was friends with before she went missing. And, they're all like have children. Some of them have grandchildren, like they got to live their lives, and nobody has seen this girl since the 90s. So it's just sad, man.
Yep.
We still needed to cover Rihanna Young too.
Yeah. We got actually a couple more. Okay, Rihanna Young. This is another one that was mentioned to us during a previous show. Rihanna Young, Great Bend, Kansas, October 12, 2013. On October 12, 2013, at approximately 8:15 p.m., Brandon Marie Young was found critically injured in a ditch just off the 2300 block of U-281 bypass in Great Bend, Kansas. Medical personnel responded and transported her to Great Bend Regional, and she was later flown to Wichita Hospital. Rihanna did die of her injuries. She was at a party near this area and had been consuming alcohol. Also, she was seen in a large white SUV earlier in the day. Police interviewed the owner of the white Expedition. After learning Young had been seen in the vehicle with him, he agreed to allow the officers to search the vehicle. Law enforcement cannot positively determine the circumstances surrounding her death. It was dark at the time of the incident. If you have any information, regardless of how small it seems, call Crime Stoppers at 888-305-1300 or 620-792-1300. You do not need to give your name or address. You'll be signed a number, and you need to write it down to recheck your information or recheck on your information. Through these telephone numbers, by giving your assigned number, you can qualify for a large cash reward. No one will ever know who you are. Please call and help solve this case. Someone passing through town on this day may have seen something and thought it was not important. Any lead could possibly help solve this case. So if you have any information on Rihanna Young's death, please call that in, no matter how small you think that information might be. It may be huge to investigators. And Leah, you are very welcome.
Right.
And we still have Skylar Ratzliff.
And then I have Dietrich Foster as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Trying to find Skylar here. Missing from Andover, Kansas since July 21st, 2021. He's 17. He's 5'10 to 5'11, weighs 220 pounds, brown hair and hazel eyes. It's believed that he may be in the local Andover area, or he might be in the Augusta or Arkansas City, Kansas area. Again, he's 17, 5'10 to 5'11, weighs 220, has brown hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information regarding Skylar's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Andover, Kansas Police Department at 316-733-5177 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. And see if we can help get Skylar located and back to where he needs to be. And this is in regards to Rhiannon that we just talked about here. It would be amazing to finally get closure for her mother and children. Yeah, it would be nice. And hopefully we can help do that. by covering her.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
For sure. And then the last one we're going to cover tonight is Dietrich Foster.
Okay, let me pull his flyer up here real quick. Just gonna find it here. Doing it live. There it is. Okay. Dietrich Foster is missing from Independence, Kansas since April 12th of 2020. He was 37 when he went missing. He would now be 38. He's 5'9", 190, black hair and brown eyes. Dietrich was reported missing on he went missing on April 12th, was reported missing on May 12th. He was last seen around April 12th in Independence. KBI agents and detectives from the Independence Police Department are conducting the case as a homicide based upon findings during the investigation into Foster's disappearance. Again, at the time he went missing, he was 37. He would now be 38. He's 5'9", weighs 190 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Dietrich's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Independence, Kansas Police Department at 620-332-1700 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. There is a governor's reward of $5,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible for the disappearance and suspected murder of Dietrich Foster. So hopefully we can help generate some information.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because it's been over a year now.
Yeah.
So I know his family needs answers and been looking for answers.
Somebody waited a whole month. Did you already read
Whoops.
that?
Hold on a minute, I'll pull it down. Somebody waited a whole month to report him missing. I don't know what the reasoning behind that was. Was the homicide evidence? I don't know. It's never been revealed. I'm sure they're probably holding it pretty close to the vest since it's an active investigation. So I don't know. But hopefully in time, though, we'll release that, hopefully. My 16-year-old son passed away from cancer, and that is very difficult, but I can't imagine what these parents, family members, and friends are going through by not knowing. I couldn't imagine either. I have had a couple, last December I had an instance where my 16-year-old ran off in the middle of the night, and I didn't find out about it until my ex-wife called me and told me she woke up and she was gone and asked me to help her come find her. And I told her to get the police over there and get a report filed. And from there, me and the police officer went scouring the town looking for her. And, it took us 2 hours to find her, but we did finally find her. And even though it was only 2 hours, it was still nerve-wracking not knowing where she was at and if she was okay or not.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. So I couldn't imagine, having a family member missing for a year or 25 years. I just couldn't imagine. I think about cases like Randy Leach and, things like that where they've been missing for over 20 years, and it would just drive me nuts not knowing for that length of time without my family member.
Right.
Wow. Definitely a good show. Sorry about the interruptions from my dog. People knocking on my door. I guess I'm going to have to put a red light outside my hallway and say, when this light's on, do not knock.
Right.
Or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Well, we got our located safe to do still. We want to thank everybody who's watching right now. And we're going to leave this on the screen to the end of the show just in case Riley comes back. Hopefully she calls somebody and gets somewhere safe tonight.
Let's hope so.
We'll be right back after this.
Yes. Well, definitely a good show tonight. I did like seeing Mackenzie Goodall on that located safer. I got word today that they found her, and I was glad to hear that they did. I know we covered her 2 or 3 times between when she went missing in April and now, and I'm glad they found her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
I was happy to see quite a few on there.
yeah. And that's 2 stressful hours you'll never get back. Yep, that's true. But at least she was safe and sound, and she promised me she would never do it again. So, thank you, Kimberly. She said, "What you do is amazing. Please don't ever stop." I don't plan on it. Not until either my services are no longer needed or until God calls me home. Whichever comes first. Yeah, what you do is amazing work.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw Matthew Messer was found. I was wondering about the other kid.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything on the other kid yet. I haven't heard. I'll have to check. And Trisha, thanks you guys for all you do. You're very welcome. And thank you for getting from one YouTube viewer up to 4. So
yeah,
that's a big jump.
Trisha is our cheerleader over there, and she getting us some YouTube followers. You tried to message Riley, but she doesn't have.
Interesting. Well, Riley, if you see that, call it 316-660-9456, or like I said, you can call the 316-263-6011, and they will be more than glad to send somebody out your way. Just don't want to see you get yourself into something you regret later on. Want to see you get back to where you need to be and take care of things the right way.
Right.
I can't stress that enough. I mean, I do this because I care, and I've said this many, many times. If I didn't care, I shouldn't be doing it, but I do care. That's why I do it, because I do care. I do want to make a difference. I do want to help bring these missing people home and help generate information on these unsolved homicides that we cover and these unsolved deaths that we cover and that kind of thing. Yeah, and Mondi, thank you for all your hard work and dedication. I truly appreciate all you to bring to these. You're very welcome, Mondi. You're very welcome. Definitely. Well, another good show in the books, and hopefully we hear from Riley again. And Leah says, "Thank you enough for bringing up my cousin's case." You're very welcome. Like I said, I'd love to get closure for Rhiannon Young's children, mothers, siblings, and grandparents. Well, hopefully, covering our case tonight will compel somebody to want to talk and tell what they might know. I hope they do. Yeah. I wish they could find Justin. His son listens. What's Justin's last name? I don't think we covered anybody named Justin tonight. Nope, we didn't. And what would Justin's last name be, Kayla? Thank you for all you do. Hope you find Kate. I do have a small update on Summer Wells. We've covered her before. They still haven't found her yet, but I do know that I can't remember what day it was. Her parents had a hearing in court, and as a result of the hearing, the 2 remaining sons in the home have been placed in protective custody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and their dad says for right now it's probably better that they are. Didn't expand on that, but that's what he said. So it makes you kind of wonder what's going on there. But up to this point, they still have not found Summer Wells over there in Tennessee yet. Justin Sywick. Oh, okay. We've covered him before. Yeah, I can't believe he hasn't been found yet. Well, hopefully he will be soon. Yeah. But thank you all again tonight for joining us and hanging with us. And, like I said, sorry about the interruptions from my dog and stuff like that. I apologize. But our next show coming up will actually be, today's the 29th. So our next show, I can't roll the page yet because we're still in July. Next show will be on August 3rd on a Tuesday night. And so until we see you guys then, thank you again for being with us here again tonight. And so till Tuesday, take care, stay safe, God bless, have a great weekend, and we'll see you at the beginning of the week on Tuesday. Have a good night.
Well, I don't think it, I thought it, that's different. I said what I said and I meant it, or lamented. Words given weight without thought, and a person the way that I talk and the way that I ought to be able to pause and to say that the fault can be placed on my arm, to this playful assault, to this race in its arm. Pray for the day they could wait for the calm. You can't control the storm, only weather it, whether it's 5 weeks and 5 days of rain sideways, or scorched earth, search for death or water, left with all the thorns, with the petals gone, settle on the breath of autumn. If the crown fits, wear it, the crown fits. If the crown fits, wear it.